and welcome to Room 120 News, your place to find out everything that's going on in our school and in our classroom this week. Well, happy Super Bowl Sunday, everyone. I hope that you are making some fun plans, or actually, by the time you're watching this, you're probably watching the big game. So I hope you made some fun plans with your family or maybe your friends tonight to watch the big game. The good thing with tomorrow being a work day is the bedtime could be a little bit loose tonight. So I hope that you have some fun. I hope you have some good food, some good fellowship with your family, and just have a really good time watching football. Please be sure that you check our sign up for our mystery reader and click on the link that's in the message for more details. The times are now wide open. So before I had it kind of like locked down to like one particular time in our day. Well, now I'm just kind of opening it up for any time that you're available to come in, because we really want to invite you to come in and to read to our class. The conference signups are now out. Please be reminded that these are required conferences, and they're going to be super short. I just want to share middle of the year data with you and just talk about some things that you could do to really set the trajectory in the correct direction for the end of the year. So these are going to be no more than 15 minutes. I'm going to provide you a handout with all the data from your child's middle of the year testing. So it's going to be a meeting that you're not going to want to miss. The growth has been incredible. We are so excited to celebrate that in a couple of weeks with a celebration that I do every year in the middle of the year, but I really want to share that with you. So please be sure to check the signups and sign up for a time that works best for you. The conferences can be via phone, via Google Meets, or in person. So just let me know whatever way works best for you, and I can be flexible. Please just be sure that you're aware that there is no school tomorrow. It is a teacher work day. I will be at a off campus all day at a meeting with central office. But if you need me, I will have access to my dojo and to my email, so you're more than welcome to reach out. Also, tomorrow evening is our PTA night, fundraising night at Texas Roadhouse from 3:30 till 9:30. There should be a post coming out tomorrow about that on Dojo. You do have to show that post or show the flyer that came home in your child's folder in order for us to get the donation. This Friday is February the 14th, so we're going to be doing a lot of stuff to celebrate Valentine's Day in our classroom. First being our Valentine's celebration. Thank you so much to everyone that has that is signed up to bring in toppings for our Ice Cream Sunday celebration. If you signed up to bring in a topping, you can send that in any day this week, and that can be put aside for our celebration on Friday. Also, just remember that we are exchanging Valentines, so please be sure that your child brings Valentines to school on Friday to exchange that afternoon. And then finally, that evening, our PTA is hosting a Valentine's Day dance for you and your family to enjoy. So we invite you to come out and dance the night away with our school family and your family at our PTA Valentine's Day dance. This week, we're excited to celebrate a superhero of the week, and this week we're excited to celebrate Logan. Logan is this week's superhero of the week because he is such a bright light in our classroom. If you've ever been around Logan, you know that he always has a smile on his face and always has the most positive attitude. He comes in every single morning with the biggest smile on his face and just brings so much joy to our classroom. Logan is always kind to others, including students and adults in our school, and we just can't wait to celebrate him this coming week. This coming week, we are shifting the way we're doing Superhero of the Week, so it will be now student voted on, so students will be able to submit names for Superhero of the Week and why they think that students should earn that honor for the week. Up next is Looking Ahead, where you will hear all of the things that are happening in the future of our school and in our classroom. The only thing that I really have for looking ahead is going to be to mark your calendars for Thursday, February the 20th, as it is our Title I Family Reading Night from 5 till 7. An informational flyer did come home in your child's folder on Friday regarding that event. One thing that I did mean to mention in the last part of this video was the information that also came home with your child on Friday about Sidbury Road having some closures. So if you haven't had a chance to look at that and you live in that vicinity, please just be sure that you check that flyer so that you have all the details on if your child rides the bus, what's going to happen, how they're going to be affected, and then also just some alternate routes and some information regarding the road closure. Up next is Curriculum Corner, where you will hear all the things that your child is going to learn in the classroom this week. Our attendance fact for the week is going to be sure to check Class Dojo stories to see that our class was the first kindergarten through second grade class to win the Attendance Hero Award, which celebrates classes with great attendance. It's not necessarily perfect attendance. Our class happened, though, to have a perfect attendance all last week. And so I just want to thank you for you prioritizing attendance and making sure that your child gets to school, because it's so important. And if we keep prioritizing attendance and keep coming to school, we can continue to be winning the Attendance Hero Award, and that would just be so exciting for our students. So just be sure to prioritize attendance. Coming to school is so important. The growth that can come from just coming to school is amazing, actually. In math this week, we're continuing with Unit 3, and we are continuing with our discussion of fractions. We're learning about halves, thirds, and fourths, and students are learning how to partition different shapes into those fractions. A great thing that you can do at home is point out fractional parts for your students and show them how to partition different things into different parts. In Foundations, we are continuing with Unit 10, which introduced vowel teams. Last week, we learned about AY and AI, and we're going to continue talking about those words this week. Something that's a little bit tricky about that skill is that AI and AY both make long A, but so does A-E, or words that have a silent E with the vowel A. So it's a little bit tricky for students to understand when to use the silent E and then when to use a vowel team. So the best way to do that is to practice the at-home packet, to be reading a lot of stories with your child. Just exposing them to text really does help increase their spelling ability. And then finally, in reading, we are continuing with our Three Little Pigs unit. We are going to be reading more versions of the Three Little Pigs this week and comparing them to the original, in addition to talking about character traits and sequencing of the story. Students are also working on some very creative versions of Three Little Pigs themselves, and we're excited to share those with you during an author celebration in the very near future. There will be more information about that coming very soon. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Room 120 News. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to reach out to me. If not, we'll see you right back here next week for another episode of Room 120 News.